So in this video, we're going to have a look at how we can use Microsoft Forms as part of our lessons and how to integrate it with Teams as well, so that we can set quizzes and that type of thing with students. So to access Forms, all we do once you've logged into your school email is to click on the 9 dots in the top corner and you'll see Forms as an option. Now if we click this, it's going to take us to Forms, and here you'll see all the forms that you've created previously. Now we've got two options here. One is to create a new form, one is to create a new quiz. So if I was doing, for example, a survey with my classes, so you can see here the Year 11 Leavers hoodies. My year group are getting ready to put their orders in and such like for their Leavers hoodies. So I created a form for that because I want to gather information. But in this case, I'm going to create a quiz because I want to do a little bit of assessment. Now, I've got options with the quiz. I can obviously give it a title, and I'm just going to do this as a weekly quiz that I send out to all of the Year 11 students on a Friday. So we'll have a title of Year 11 Weekly Quiz, and today's quiz is all about flags. And I can add an image and such like. But I'm just going to add a new question here. Now, there's different things that we can do in terms of actually gathering information from students. I'm not going to have anything like a name box or a tutor group or anything like that, because I'll show you why in a minute or two. I'm just going to put a text entry here. And I'm going to ask my question, which country does this flag belong to? And I can go across to images and insert media. Now I've got options here. I can insert an image, I can insert a video that I've found on YouTube or Vimeo or somewhere else online, or that I've uploaded from my own device. So students could watch a video and then write their answer in. I'm just going to search for an image though. And again, I can search, I can add from my OneDrive storage, or I can upload from my device. But I'm going to search for the German flag. There it is. Happy with that one. Click on it and add. And there we've got the question set up. Now, at this stage, if I send this quiz out to students, I'm going to have to assess every single one of their answers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to points and I'm going to say this question is worth 1 point. It's a required question. I want students to add some sort of answer to it. And this time though, I'm going to put some possible answers in. So there's the correct answer. One thing that I often do with quizzes like this is I add multiple answers just to make sure that I've tried to count in any possible spelling errors or anything like that that students might come up with, particularly if it's a quiz where the answer is a name. So I could add some answers. I'm going to add a different type of question this time. So I'm going to add new, and I'm going to make it text, but this time I would like the question to be a slightly longer question. So I'm going to ask, explain why you think the reunification of Germany in the early 1990s was a success. And I'm going to change the option here to long answer because I want students to be able to write more than just one line. Now you'll see that the option for adding answers has disappeared here. So I'm going to have to assess these when I mark the quiz. Another thing that I've got is the 3 dots for some more settings for each question. And I can have a subtitle. If, for example, I wanted to give students a tip, so think about the different views and cultures which existed in West and East Germany at the time. So I've given them a subtitle. It's a little bit of a tip. I've also got got other options as well, so I can add some restrictions, for example. So I could say, actually, the answer has to be a number. Well, that'd be pointless in this case. So I wouldn't bother with that. So I'm going to turn the restrictions off, and I've created my quiz. Now, I've got some settings at the top, the 3 dots for settings. If I click on that and click on settings, then I can change some options. I can show the results automatically. Now, what tends to happen when I do that, if you leave that turned on and all of your answers are automatically marked like question 1 was here, students will just get their score and it should be the correct score. If, however, you've got a mixture of questions that you're going to assess and questions that are automatically marked, students will get a mark just for the automatically marked ones, and sometimes they can get a bit annoyed with that because it looks like they've got a much lower score than they actually have. So in this case, I'm going to turn that off. I can choose who can fill the form out. Now, if I'm completing a survey, I might have anyone can respond because I just want to send the link out. In this case, I'm going to have only people in my organisation. And I've got some other options for when they can start and end, and a custom thank you message and different things like that. Once I'm done, I've got options. I can just copy the link out to share it with the students, or I can embed this in Teams, which you'll see there's another video which looks at how to use a quiz that you've made using forms as part of Teams.